Alright, so here today we got some pretty fun stuff to go over. We officially now have the brand spanking new Shigaraki skill kit. They have officially released all the gameplay for this character, so I really hope you guys are ready for this one. Again, we're going to jump into this. If you're new to the channel, like and subscribe, it helps out a ton. I appreciate all the support and thank you all for all of that. Let's jump into it and let's check it out together. First things first, this was tweeted yesterday. Inescapable Decay, the thing or the end of all things. That is what we will be together. Season 4 arrives 3/27. We also had a tweet from the JP Twitter account confirming there is a character release planned for this season along next to Shigaraki. So again, make sure you are ready for that. That is going to be about 2 to 4 weeks into the season when we get a new character skill and character. So be ready for that. Next, we got the gameplay here. So again, this is the Alpha, Beta, Gamma. All of that is now here. We're going to go through it, break it down as much as we can to the best of my ability. Keep that in mind. This is different than how I expected it, because I thought that this would be when you throw the projectile, you hit them, and the burn effect will last on the ground for a little bit, right? That's what our current Shigaraki does. When you throw basically the decay on the ground, it's going to last for a little bit. It'll be there for a bit, and then it will slowly fade away, right, or dissipate. But here, it's not that way. It's much faster. Take a look, right? Shigaraki quirk skill intros. Quirk skill A, Earthbreak. Area damage attack that decays the ground in a fan shape. So again, fan shape decays the ground. We knew it was a projectile. How much of that holds true? A lot of it, but one part's a little different. So again, he throws it, it dissipates right away. So it's like, if they're grouped up and they're all together, you're going to hit high damage, right? But I'm guessing it's going to be a little, I don't know. That's the point. I don't know, right? Because I'm curious on how much damage it's going to do. With our current Shigaraki, he does a lot of damage if he can line it up perfectly. But that's, again, because of the initial attack and however long you stand on that attack again. So because of that, that's like a big thing. Is this more accelerated? It's going to do about the same damage or half the damage in just a faster time frame. But remember, this is huge. This also changes a lot of things. I can throw this, I can be on high ground and just annihilate endgame when every player is on the bottom fighting each other. You can just, from the high ground, basically throw this down and burn them all, correct? This is a very big thing, and I'm guessing the projectile will be a pretty kind of far distance thing, where if you're vertical, it will just go all the way down to the ground, and then, again, decay the ground, basically, right? So, a very cool attack here. And again, for this character, I wonder on impact how much it actually does versus on ground. Because it's like, if it's like, oh, 15 damage or 20 damage out the air, it's not much. But we're hoping that, like, when someone tries to flee from Shigaraki, he's able to do some damage. And if he just, like, hits the target head on with the attack, I'm hoping that's enough damage to at least down them. Like, if you got them pretty low, correct? But very cool attack here. And this is kind of not what I expected, but it's not bad. I'm very happy about this. So let me know what you think about this one. But yeah, we were more thinking it'd last on the ground for a lot longer. This dissipates really quickly. But Shigaraki quirk skill intros. Quirk skill A, Earthbreak. I think, wait, no, I read this. Whoops. Hey, yo. But no, but this one over here is something that we all expected, and it exactly is how I wanted it to be. This is huge. This is Grudge Shot. Quirk skill B, Grudge Shot. Throw debris to cause decay on impact. Any enemies hit by the attack are affected by decay and takes damage for a set time. Decay spreads to other enemies close by. Exactly as we speculated, this one is exactly how it turned out. So I'm very happy about this one. I'll also let you take a listen because they memed this one up a little bit. So I will be quiet for this one. So enjoy it real quick.
That's tough.
But yes, exactly as Mountain Lady says, that stuff. I don't even know. That caught me off guard, bro. I did not expect that in a million years. But Mountain Lady is right. That is tough. What they're trying to show here, basically, and perfectly, this is a very good way to show it. This character over here, being Cementos, is decayed already. He has decay active. Over here, Mountain Lady does not have decay active. Does not have decay active. Gets into this area, the decay begins, right? Because again, you could see clearly, there is no particle effect. In this much range, decay automatically starts up, and this character is also taking damage. So remember, if a teammate is taking damage from Shigaraki and brings the teammate to you, you will start taking that damage. So let's say you were one shot because you just got done with that fight, and then your teammate gets jumped by a Shigaraki, and then he comes back to you to heal with you. Your teammate can get you killed theoretically because, again, he is decaying your health because he got attacked by Shigaraki and brought that decay to you. So remember how that operates and how that can be very problematic for a lot of people if they're playing player or teammate just doesn't know what they're doing and griefs them, or accidentally does it and griefs them. But that is a very good attack here, and this is exactly what I wanted from it. This is literally what Shigaraki has right now. The difference is he can throw it. He doesn't have to go onto the ground to do anything. He can just throw it, and it will do everything for him. Plus, as you can see, it's an initial attack too. So if you can land this perfectly, you can snipe a Froppy out the air, correct? And if a Froppy's jumping you, you jump up with his next attack, you'll see, and then throw this to the ground. This is a very huge attack that I was hoping turned out this way, and it's perfectly what I wanted. So I am very curious on how this turns out now. But again, initial and then decay damage, and then again, other people can also basically take the decay. It's not like a huge amount you're taking, but it is a decent amount. So remember, this is a huge attack. So cannot wait to see how this again turns out in game. But as Mount Lady says, it's tough. It literally is tough. Next up, final skill kit, or final skill over here, Quirk skill intros, Quirk skill catastrophe. Perform a dash attack in the aim direction. As we said, aim direction, so that's why we speculated vertical is a direction. We have hold to decay the ground at the end of the attack. Any enemies hit by the attack are affected by decay. So again, any enemy affected by this or by the attack is affected by decay too. So again, that's there. And whatever it is, it does last a decent duration, because for a few seconds it's been there, and who knows how much more it lasts. I'm very curious on how that turns out, but we have the video over here. It's already looped, so let's go. So again, there's that on the ground attack, so it's very similar to his current dash attack, right? But he doesn't really grab onto them, he just hits them and goes past them. Okay. And then she's affected by that, and that stuff again. Oh my god. So, yeah, they both don't have any decay on. Attacked him, she got decay too. Let's see, it still lasts over there. Then goes vertical. And then lands it in a pretty AoE-ish attack. Okay. I don't know how I feel about this dash attack. I thought it was a much longer thing. It's much shorter, bro. But he does have a bit of vertical. Right? Because theoretically, how I wanted to use this is we use this vertical, correct? You use this vertical, and instead of holding to decay, because it says clearly, if you hold to decay, at the end of the attack, it will hit the ground. If you don't want to do that, you just go up, then you can land this perfectly, right, from a high ground. Imagine getting a little bit of height, then throwing this down on the players that are fighting. Like, that's a huge attack. That's like landing, that's huge. And then again, proceeding to throw these attacks over here. So that's like the cycle that I wanted to do, which I theoretically think I can do. So we'll see how that goes, but it's vertical. That's all we needed. We need a little bit of vertical. Do we have 2 charges of this? I'll spoil that real quick. We do have 2 charges. So it's very similar to, like, I'm not gonna say twice. Twice I think has more vertical, obviously, right? Because he like it's a slingshot effect where he goes up even more when you do it one time. Then we do it a second time, you go even further. It's kind of like that, right? This is more sort of, I don't know. Would you say Kaminari? Kaminari has it too with the dash, right? It's kind of like that in a way, but or Mount Lady's kicks in a way. But again, it's not like a huge movement thing, but it is a bit. And I think that situational, this could be very good, and kind of function, but I'm very curious on how this turns out. I want to try this so bad, bro. But yes, again, let me know what you think about all this stuff here. We'll go through this one last time and then we'll end the video there. I do think for the most part, this character does have a lot of potential, and it takes what we have as our current Shigaraki, and I genuinely think it improves them, or improves him as a character, right? This also makes it a tank character, as in yellow. His max health is still 300. Is that what his current one is too? Or do we not have the stats in yet? Let me just verify. His default is 300, and then 250, 300, 250. Yes, that's the same. We'll see if that changes with the new character. But he is yellow, so keep that in mind. But again, I think for the most part, potential is there. I like how his kits are looking. Genuinely. I didn't expect that alpha to be that way. I thought it would last on the ground, because every image we saw, it was like existing there. And like they just took a snapshot right when they threw it, and it doesn't last there for much longer. It just lasts for a second, then dissipates. So if you're having like a trio together and you throw that, you just keep throwing it at them. And if they don't like disperse as a trio, you're just annihilating their HP. Which again, he's very, very similar to the current Shigaraki, but I think that it improves on it, right? It turns that into a projectile, able to knock players out of the sky. It also makes it where it's still the same Shigaraki, just a little different. More so for, like, if you're doing this in trios, I think he's going to be really shining there, because again, if they're together, they're done for. And with his beta, throwing that is huge. Then the decay effect is also huge. And then this over here, just being able to activate that, and then again, going up into the beta, or landing this again with the decay active. I don't know. I think that he will be a pretty solid character, but We shall see. Again, I thought this was pretty early for them to start tweeting this, so I wonder if they actually do have any announcements for the season, but I think that it's just Shigaraki. So we will see if an LTM gets announced. We'll see if anything else gets announced, if a premium login return gets announced or something cool. But I do think that one of the tweets will be the ranked improvements, which was shown in scans. So yeah, I genuinely think that they don't have anything else for the season, but I'm going to cope. I'm going to remain on my copium, and I'm going to say they're going to cook. Will they cook? We don't know. So let me know what you think, all right? Take care. Have fun. That's been it for me. Quick little video. That is the first ever gameplay for Shigaraki, the brand spanking new skill kit, the Catastrophe skill kit, or it's basically Awakened Shigaraki. That's the point of this character. So take that with what you will. All right? All right. Take care.